Hello, everyone. I'm Larry Ridley. You're tuned into the NFL on EA Sports. It's opening week in the NFL, and today we have two teams who are more than ready to get the season underway. It's the Bengals going up against the Jets. With that, we'll get up to the Meadowlands as we introduce our new Madden broadcast team, Brandon Godden and Charles Davis. Guys, to use a Broadway term, break a leg.
All right, Larry, EA Sports coverage of the NFL finds us at MetLife Stadium in East Rutherford, New Jersey. Today, the opener of the 2016 NFL season between the Cincinnati Bengals and the New York Jets. A first down throw coming for Dalton. And some room to maneuver. A big play there for Cincinnati. 61 yards. And the offense lining up 1st and 10.
Tight on this side, boys. Tight on the left. Tight on the left. Move. Set. 380.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. And that is caught. He's got it for a Bengal touchdown. Tyler Eifert, a 14-yard touchdown. And the Bengals take it right down and score on the opening drive. And he's got it to make it 7-0 Bengals. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is taken at the 3. And he will be brought down here at about the 17-yard line. They'll come out in the pistol. Now the first carry is a jet from Matt Forte. And nothing doing on his first run. Back to the line of scrimmage, and that's it. No gain on the play there. 2nd down. And the quarterback, he's got some big threats at wideout.
And they seem to get bigger all the time, don't they, Brandon? Every time I look out and watch a game, we're getting these bigger, more athletic, acrobatic receivers. We have some today.
On 2nd down, here's Osweiler. Got an open man. It's a noon one. The reception good for 7. It's 3rd down. And that's one of his advantages of a passer, is not with his height, setting back there in the pocket, firing it over the middle. He can really see everything clearly.
It is, and I know that other quarterbacks get it done different ways. You don't have to be his height to make a great play. But what he does is he takes away having to make those slide steps in the pocket to find angles to throw the ball through. He just throws right over the top of it because he can see everything, and sometimes that saves time and gets the ball to a receiver quicker.
And he gets this away, angled for the sideline with a lot behind it. Wow. And this will depend on the spot as it sails out of bounds. And they'll say it sailed out at the 10-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And that recipe on their last drive that resulted in the touchdown looked pretty good. So they'll be hoping to do that once more.
And it takes me back to when we sat with the offensive coordinator and the head coach. They felt pretty good about their game plan and thought there were some holes in the defense, and they exploited them the last time out. Let's see if they can come back and put together a similar drive.
And we'll see if they can do just that. Second down, Dalton. Throws a quick hitter on the slant. That's complete. There he goes, right side. And he takes it all the way down to the 32. And they talked about how important the passing game was going to be against that defensive look. Good job there going to the air for the first down.
It's all about preparation. It's all about planning. And then it's about execution. So put it all together in practice. Okay, this is what we think we're going to see. This is how they get to it. And then when the game comes, read it and attack it.
And the offense trots out onto the field.
And A.J. Green is an absolute playmaker on the perimeter for his team.
They'll run it now out of the gun. And he's going to get this down near the 20-yard line. It's a gain of 11 yards that time, and it produces a new set of downs.
You don't have to be a finished product to show some pretty good glimpses of what could be in this league, and we just saw an example of it on that nice run there. When I looked at him coming out of college, I saw a guy with raw, terrific ability, and I couldn't wait to see how it was going to be harnessed and polished up in the NFL. In fact, some people thought he could play a little slot receiver as well as run the football. This guy has the ability to be a big-time player with more seasoning.
It's second down. Dalton looking. And that is incomplete. He was looking for his favorite target, A.J. Green, that time. Third down here. And the offense looking to pick up the first down after the second down incompletion. The play fake to Hill. Dalton. And he's got this inside the 10 to the 9 before he's out of bounds. 9 yards on the play there, and it sets him up first and goal. Well, they've had a great, impressive drive going here, and that pickup ensures the drive continues.
And not only do you continue the drive, which is demoralizing for the guys on the defensive side of the ball right now, but you make your own defense happy. They're able to get a little more rest over on the sidelines while this one continues downfield. Tyler Eifert has become one of the most reliable red zone targets in the league. Personally, I think he's one of the most reliable.
And he takes it into the end zone. Touchdown, Bengals. A great effort there with his first career touchdown in his first career game. And it's good to make it 14-0. And the Bengals are able to grow their lead. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. This is fielded a couple yards deep.
Special teams coaches spend a lot of time scheming things up, but this was just a bad return. Now the offense has a long way to go to try to put points on the board.
And now out come the Jets. And the last drive, their first drive, 3 and out. What changes here, if anything?
I think it's making sure the guys that you trust the most with the ball, the biggest playmakers you have, that they touch it on this possession to try and get things moving.
So get it to the horses.
Without a doubt. They're the ones that typically end up in the end zone.
On first down, this is Forte. And he is going to lose yardage here. It's a loss of a yard there, and now second down.
Now, that was impressive by the defense. They just got hit for a big pass play, and instead of rushing out and getting back deep to cover, they played their techniques, saw the run develop, and ran to it and made the play.
Here's Forte. And good yardage as he gets this one up to about the 23. 8 yards there on the carry, and now they're left with a much more manageable 3rd and 3.
Let's make these babies cry all the way back home, yo.
They brought in an extra defensive back here, so probably not expecting a run on 3rd and 3.
A good call.
Flush to his right. On the run. He'll got his man complete. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Quincy Enunwa, 77 yards. And the Jets are able to make this a close game again. And that one makes it 14-7. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. And this will be a touchback, so a first chance here in week 1 to see the ball be brought out with the new rule to the 25-yard line. The Bengals offense now, they head back onto the field. And they were able to punch it in the end zone last time. They'll be looking to do that again here for the defense. Obviously, they'll be looking to stop them from punching it back in the end zone.
It always is punch, counter punch, isn't it? And which team has the advantage? Well, let's just go back. Last time on offense, they rolled downfield, got into a good rhythm. You can see a little more bounce in and out of the huddle. You can see the sideline really get into the game. So defensively, you're thinking to yourself, how do we take that away from them? How do we get the advantage back? Let's see what they come up with. I think pressure is always the first way to go.
You love pressure.
I love it.
We'll see if they dial it up this drive. So Dalton now. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And he couldn't hang on to it through the contact. Incomplete. So on 4th down, here's Brandon Fields to kick this one away.
On every offensive coordinator, every play caller's sheet, they have about 5 or 6 plays per game that they call shot plays or big plays, and you don't get many opportunities to dial them up, and they just did, and they drop it with a great chance to make a big play. That's going to hurt.
They'll get 9 yards on the return there following a punt of 42, and the Jets take possession. Now the Jet offense about to take over as they head out onto the field. Osweiler, and he can't get rid of it. He's taken down. They'll wind up losing 8 on the sack there, and it's 2nd down. Defensive end gets in there that time. They were in a 4-3. What's the responsibility of the ends versus the tackles there, Charles?
Well, most of the time when you talk about the ends, they're your pass rushers. They're the guys that you turn loose to try and get to the guy who's going to throw the football. The tackles, usually more of the run-stuffing variety. But the way this game is advanced, you're wanting a little bit of everything out of all of your guys. But let's just go ahead and break it down and make it simple. The guy who's the right defensive end versus a right-handed quarterback, that's the blind side. He's going after the quarterback. He's going to put him on the ground.
And able to find Decker. A pickup of 24 on the 3rd down conversion.
Well, we always hear about the connections some quarterbacks have with certain receivers. I think this guy has a connection with just about everyone. Didn't mind throwing it in there against double coverage to him.
Shows some confidence, supreme confidence.
Big-time confidence that he would make the play for him, and he did.
So the carry that time for Forte, a man who turned 30 last December, Charles.
And he wants to make sure we forget about that with his new team, the New York Jets. But we do know that 30 is the dreaded age for runners.
And Forte, so experienced, more touches than anybody else in the NFL the last 8 years. It's a loss of 2, now 3rd down.
The evaluation process in today's NFL does not take into account as much bulk as it does speed, and that's what we're seeing with the linebacker position. Those guys that can run, they can play at any spot because they can make plays on the opposite side of the line of scrimmage.
Vance McDonald, the tight end, was the target, and it's 4th down.
I'm not sure we could spot any tendency here on this 3rd down. They could have run it or passed it. Either one was available. They chose to try and get it through the air, but they were unsuccessful.
And Catanzaro's kick is right through, and they'll cut the lead back down to 4 now at 14-10. A little bit of a lower trajectory there on the deep kick, and it worked.
Had to do it because he had to drive it out low because of the length of the kick. Able to do that, got it above the defense, and over the post.
And out now, here come the Bengals. And on the last go-around, they really couldn't get anything going.
They had to punt from deep inside their own territory, which means you're going to lose the field position battle as a general rule. What they're looking for now is a little more consistency, move the ball at least a few times on offense, get a couple of first downs, and hopefully flip the field.
Well, just something to build off of. That's what they're looking for here. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. And he'll be brought down shy of the 40 at the 38-yard line.
We always talk about having to read defenses and how complicated that is. Well, this was an excellent read. Read the pressure and got rid of the football before it even got to him for a nice game.
And when they're blitzing like that, running back usually a good spot to go with the football?
Without a doubt, because he's right in your sight line or he's near you. So you're able to just get it to him easily. And once he gets in space, that's usually a good matchup for him.
Here's Dalton. He's just going to dump this one off to his fullback out of the backfield. They'll get 3 out of the dump off there, and that'll lead to a 3rd down. And this should be the final play before the quarter ends. Alongside Charles Davis, Brandon Gaudin, and it's the Bengals with a football to begin quarter number 2. They've got a 3rd down and 5 to start things out.
Hey, guys, I got 15. 15's mine. I'm taking it. Zebra. Check 9. Set.
3rd down from the gun, Dalton. Throwing the slant pattern here, complete. It goes as a gain of 9, and it moves the chains.
Would it be safe to say that as precise as routes are supposed to be run in the NFL, maybe they're not quite as precise in college ball?
That's accurate, yeah.
And I think we saw a college route in the NFL there. Just find the soft spot, find the dead zone, and find the first down. And that's what he just did.
A solid run on 1st down, gain of 7, leaves them with a 2nd and 3. See if they stay on the ground for 2nd down.
Zebra.
They'll run it now out of the gun. They got 2 of the 3 they needed there. It leaves them with 3rd and just a yard.
Partner, we know today's NFL is really built around the guy throwing the football. But these short runs, they still pay dividends because they can take their toll on a defense, and they can add up as the game goes along. You control the clock, you control the ball, and that way you often control the game.
Smart approach there, using the run to pick up the first. And that was a defensive setup they prepared for this week, knowing that keeping it on the ground was the best way to attack it.
And that means also that they're able to read them pretty well. All the things they prepared for, when they get to the line of scrimmage, they see it in pre-snap recognition and know exactly how to attack based on their planning and preparation. I know most of the time when the ball's in the air, you're thinking wide receiver, tight end, but running backs, they can be a big part of any passing offense nowadays.
And the D-line pinching together must be expecting the run. Now they'll run it on the toss. And not much of a hole there as he gets it down to about the 24-yard line. Still a couple yards short of the first as the 3-yard gain brings up a 3rd down. And this seemingly endless drive continues. The Jets will bring in a nickel set as they try to stop this 3rd down. 3rd and 2 for Dalton. Looking for the end zone. This is intercepted. A great read, and it's picked off. And a big turnover there as his guys will get the football back. And the Jets set to take the field. And fortunate to get points on the board last time. They had to hit a really long field goal to do so.
The kickers in today's game.
And he'll be taken down by the Bengal pressure. It'll be a loss of 10. And it'll bring up 2nd.
Well, so much for setting the tone of the drive offensively. Giving up a big sack that loses that kind of yardage, not a great start.
They go play action now. Osweiler. They'll wind up losing a full 9 yards here on the sack. Now it's 3rd down. And the O-line will have to do a better job protecting here on 3rd down after that sack.
Oh, boy, he got a favorable spot there. The guys on the sidelines were raising their hands over their head and clasping their hands to signal safety. But the official marked it just outside the end zone at the 1-yard line.
Here's Lachlan Edwards now as the drive goes backwards, so he's on to punt it away. He gets this one away, and boy, it's another boomer. Let's take it inside his own 40. That'll be a 43-yard punt, just a single yard on the return. And the Bengals take possession. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. Looked like they had something going last drive. Then the interception happened. Will they recover?
The memory they need to keep with them is that they...
Rush coming, and he's taken down. The 6th overall pick in 2015, Leonard Williams, in there to drop him with his first sack of 2016. They'll come out in the pistol. And Dalton to throw. Looking for Green, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Buster Screen. The Jets offense now works their way back onto the field. And a tight game after punting last time. See if they can get something going on this drive.
As they head to the field now, with the game this close, you've got to feel there's a sense of urgency for them going on offense right now. But they have to do it without letting panic creep in and affect their play.
Again they run, again it's Forte. Fighting his way down to about the 35-yard line. 4 yards on the pickup there, and now they're left with a 3rd and 8.
It's been a struggle this entire game trying to move the ball on the ground. But every now and then you find a little chink in the armor, and that type of run right there lets them know that they can't stop every single run for almost no gain. How to be 6'7", be able to see over coverages into open windows. Brock Osweiler just did that with the slam route.
With that height, was also a great basketball player. Gonzaga, as you know, actually offered him a scholarship in high school for hoops.
Hard to believe he didn't take that, decided he wanted to play football, and ultimately chose Arizona State because of the direct flights from his hometown of Montana into Phoenix, Arizona.
Is that true?
That's a true story. Allowed his parents to come see him play a lot easier.
2nd down to the offense in search of 6 yards. They'll come up now in the Wildcat package. And able to push his way forward here for a good little gain. Vincent Ray, the linebacker, in on the tackle.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
And he will have the first down before he's tackled at the 12. A gain of 4 that time as the drive continues.
Everyone understood their role on that play. 3rd and 1. You know the defensive guys, they're trying to get down and get low and get leverage on the offensive lineman, but they didn't allow that to happen. They created a crease and allowed him to get through for a first down.
2 minutes to play here in the first half. We'll come back to MetLife Stadium after this short timeout. They come out here in the eye. On the give, the fullback Tolbert. And he'll be taken down here at about the 11. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
That was a really nice play, be able to stack that one up. When they get back in the huddle, he's got to tell his guys up front, great job. They kept people off of him, allowed him to run free, and make the hit on the runner.
Filled the gap nicely, kept him to just a 1-yard gain. Here's the option going right. On 2nd down, Forte. And this play goes nowhere, losing yardage back to the 15. He lost 4 there, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long.
Alert, alert. All right, here we go.
Now it's Osweiler. Oh, hit as he throws there, incomplete. Matt Forte, a great receiver out of the backfield, was the intended target. And it's 4th down.
Putting pressure on the guy throwing the football is always good, but when you can couple that with contact on him that leads to an incompletion, as we just saw there, that's winning football.
So they were able to move the ball into the red zone, but they'll wind up coming away with just 3.
Yeah, 32-yarder. That's equal to an extra point nowadays, and those are no problem for an NFL kicker.
And not a bad return here. He gets it out to the 25-yard line. Now this Bengals offensive unit ready to see what they can do here. Shift together here from the D-line.
Blue 10. Blue 10.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. He's got his man on the crossing route. 15 yards there for number 15. Looking to speed things up here, going with some tempo. And just a small glimpse there as to why they like this rookie so much.
And that's why they lit up a little bit in our meetings with the coaching staff, didn't they?
When we talk. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. It's just their first, so they'll have 2 remaining here before we get to halftime.
Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Tight ends on the Lucy. Zebra. Zebra.
Now a play fake here on 1st down. And incomplete. He dropped it. Maybe a rookie mistake there. 2nd down.
The good signal callers would never go back in the huddle and play the blame game because they need those guys to protect him. But on that last one, his offensive line, they lost their leverage very quickly, and that's why they were able to get to him and hit him as he tried to throw the football and force an incompletion.
And he's going to get this inside the 30 and give him 14 yards that time and a fresh set of downs. And quickly, they get to the line. Now Dalton with a 1st and 10, letting one go deep for the end zone. And incomplete, he dropped it in the end zone.
I'm not quite sure how he wasn't able to hold on to that one in the end zone. A great opportunity lost, but a lot of relief for the defensive guys. When they get into film next week, they're going to want to know what happened. Where was the breakdown that almost allowed a touchdown?
He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. Now hold everything here. We're going to get a timeout by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. And on 3rd down, a nickel formation here defensively. They look to throw on 3rd with Dalton. And he gets this down to the 18. Good enough for a 1st down. Now whistles come in. We're going to get a timeout here by the offense. And with halftime on the horizon, they'll be out of timeouts from here forward. Offense walks to the line for play number 7 of the drive. On 1st and 10, here's Andy Dalton. And that is incomplete, stopping the clock with 5 seconds to go. Oh, this is a complete mishit. It's no good. Didn't even get it there. And this score will stay right where it is. And the 10-year vet knocks it through the goalposts, and that'll move their lead up to 4 now. So the drive stalls out, but they are able to put 3 points on the board.
Yeah, just a yard or two shorter than an extra point, so no problems converting there.
And this will not be returnable. It's out of the back of the end zone for a touchback. Now the Jets offense about set to take over as they head onto the field. And from this spot in the field with the clock where it's at, you think we're just going to see a knee and that's it?
And I think in this situation, that's the proper play. But we do know there's some risk takers out there that may want to take one more shot before the clock runs out.
So both teams have their marching orders, and we'll get going again here in quarter number 3. And this will be a touchback as that sails over the end line. The Jets offensive unit ready to get going here. They're down here, but very much in this game. What's the tonality of a coach's talk when a game is within striking distance like this at intermission?
Typically, what they're doing is emphasizing the things that went well in the first half and wanting more of that. Sure, you've got to go over some of the errors and clean up some things because there's a reason you're down. But overall, I think they want to stay positive, stay up with this team. We're just starting the second half, and we've got the football. Let's go ahead and punch it in, and then we'll take it from there.
See how that recipe works.
We got 3. Let's go.
They'll throw on first down with Osweiler. It's a short one here, complete to the tight end. The completion good for 3, and it's second down. Well, clearly one of his advantages as a passer is his height, sit back in the pocket, fired over the middle. That makes things tougher defensively, doesn't it?
It really does, because your goal is to move the quarterback off his initial spot when he gets his drop back completed. But when you have that type of height, he can stay in there. If he's willing to take the hits and just fire over the top, which saves him time and actually completes a play a little bit quicker than it normally does for a quarterback who has to slide and find open space to throw.
So following the run, we'll see what they do here on third down.
Tight right.
To throw is Osweiler. And he's going to drop this off to his fullback. It's a 7-yard gain there, and it's good enough to move the chains.
And they pick up a first down, and that came out of the fullback position. But as you and I both know, that doesn't necessarily mean it's a fullback playing in that spot.
Well, times have changed, right? The old school fullback doesn't really exist anymore.
We're not getting that same player out of college with all the spread offenses, not very many pro style where you actually have a true fullback. We're having to make do in the NFL and put guys in that spot who emulate it but aren't necessarily that position.
They come out with 1 back and 3 tight ends. A running play now for Forte. It's a loss of 2 there, bringing up second down.
Well, it's been the air game that's taken them down on this drive before they finally turned around and handed it off on the last play.
And now they're looking for the big boys to get him in the end zone. Couldn't do it there.
It'd be interesting to see. Offensive lines had to pass block a lot on this drive. Will they be able to revert and fire out and create some space in the run game?
And incomplete there. A nice hit. Jars the ball free and brings up third down. 6 plays got him down here. This is play number 7. 3rd and goal.
Here we go.
From the gun, it's Osweiler. Eluding the pressure right. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Quincy Enunwa, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets have taken the lead.
I know we often laugh, and sometimes we even exalt the guys who are great trash talkers and give us some really funny lines. But the bottom line is absolute production on the field. His 2nd touchdown of the game, and they lead.
And now they'll be looking to their defense to preserve that lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. It's a very short kick taken by an up man. And they're going to have really good starting field position here as that's taken up close to the 40. So here are the Bengals now as they get their first possession of this second half. They're down in this game. A chance for the offense, though, to put something on the board, get some momentum here in half two.
Try and get things kick-started for them. And you know at the half, they discussed how they were going to get that done. This is where scripting comes into play a lot of the time.
How many plays do you script coming out of the second?
Most of the time in the first half, you're scripting 12 to 16. I think in the second half, you're really scripting more like 8 to 10. Kind of a starter or an opener, whatever terminology they use. Just something to get you off to a quick start.
And they get 28 yards on that one. And it's good enough for a Cincinnati first down.
Tight right. Three down. Bang! Wide 20. Wide 20.
Dalton operating in the red zone now. Pass incomplete. His big tight end, Tyler Eifert, the intended receiver. And now it's second down. And you really can't pin that one on the quarterback, Charles. The O-line, they've got to protect better.
And they know it. That's their meal ticket. They want to take care of the big guy behind them. And
he's going to be intercepted a third time. Picked up by the rookie, Jordan Jenkins. And he is going to get this one back to the 20-yard line. Now the Jets offense, they get ready to head back onto the field. And that last drive, so effective in the passing game, resulting in the touchdown. Maybe not many people were focused on the trenches. There was good protection there.
Excellent protection. So now defensively, you've almost got to get down to those starters blocks like you're a sprinter. Get lower than those guys on offense and find a way to roar through them or around them to get into the face of the passer.
Easier said than done, though.
Way easier said than done. But they've got to try something because right now they're just cutting them to shreds.
After the interception, here's Osweiler. Letting one go deep for a Nunwa. And that's caught inside the 30. Big yardage that time for the Jets. 51 yards. Well, we know he's got the speed there. He needed the speed and the hands. A great catch.
And because of that speed, you have to respect it as a defender. So you have to either play off or make sure you're somehow in contact with him, and he's able to do exactly what you said. Use the speed to his advantage and go up and get the football. That's a big-time play right there.
On the counter, Forte. And he cuts it left, and now room to move. And he's going to take it in for a Jets touchdown. Matt Forte, his first touchdown as a New York Jet. And the interception by the Jets D leads to a touchdown. Point after now from Catanzaro. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll take it a yard or so past the 20, call it the 21-yard line. So now the Bengal offensive unit back out onto the field. And with 3 interceptions thrown already, we'll see, do they rely more on the ground game here?
They may have to change things offensively to try and settle things down, not just for the guy throwing the ball, but for the rest of the offensive unit, because their confidence has to be shaken a little bit. And you just wonder, is the backup going to start to warm up a little bit over on the sideline?
And they'll bring him down at the 27-yard line. It'll be a gain of 6, and that'll make it second down. They're going to hurry back to the line now. It's second down. Dalton looking. Out to the flat. That's complete to his running back. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
We can talk all we want about football being a game of strength and brawn. It's also a game of mismatches, and they're trying to create one there, getting it to their back out of the backfield to make a bigger play.
As we often say, get it to him in space, let him use his leg.
Yeah, if he can get a matchup against a linebacker or maybe a defensive end dropping out in a zone blitz, he's going to win that battle just about every time.
Second down, Dalton. Going to throw right side here, complete. And he's brought down. They give him 17 yards that time as that'll move the chains. So the offense has it 1st and 10. First and 10 for Dalton. Green's got it over the middle. And inside the 20 before he's brought down. They call it a gain of 19, and it moves the chains.
One thing I can say pretty safely, that route is not called if you don't have a guy who can throw the ball and put some mustard on it. Because if you don't lollipop it in the middle of the field, bad things usually happen.
And he will take it on in for a Bengals touchdown. Tyler Eifert, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Bengals have got it back to a one-score game. And the lead is down to a field goal now. Now it's Novak on. He'll send this one away following the touchdown. And they will not get a chance to return this one as it's through the end zone for a touchback. Here's the Jet offense now. They head out to take over. And they will simply, Charles, be looking to duplicate what they did last drive when they were able to push it in for 6.
And they hope it'll be that easy, right? To be able to take exactly what happened before, replicate it. They may have to make a few additional changes along the way because I'm sure the defense will make some adjustments, but they've got to have great confidence having scored the last time out.
Give them 12 yards on that one. It earns them a fresh set of downs. Fresh set of downs here.
What's fun to watch is these college receivers transitioning into the NFL and how they grow as route runners. Because a lot of times now in the college game, the spread offenses, there aren't that many routes that they're actually running. Most of the time, they're just trying to find open space and present themselves to the quarterback as easy targets. But in the NFL, you've got to run the entire route tree, and you've got to run it well if you expect to get open.
On 2nd down, Osweiler got an open man. It's a noon one. Only 3 yards on the catch. It's 3rd down.
He decided to run a hitch route. It really helps to have a guy who can turn it loose. And, boy, he rifled one in there on that one. Not much run after catch, but it worked really well.
They'll try and get it with Forte. Shreds the tackle. And all the way in. Touchdown, New York. Matt Forte, already his 2nd touchdown here in this opening weekend. And the Jets find a way to stretch their lead. Now Catanzaro after the touchdown to kick it away. This will be taken in at the 1. And he'll get it up past the 20 to the 22-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're hoping to capture some of that magic they had last time out when they were able to put together a scoring drive. But they're still down here, Charles.
Not the major concern, though, because of what you talked about. They scored the last time out. They feel good about themselves. They feel like their game plan is now in effect. They know how to attack and what plays they want to put together. But they've got to keep it moving in the right direction because, as you did note, they are down on the scoreboard.
2nd and 10. Dalton once more. And the hit jarred loose. It's incomplete.
That was a classic example of trying to run with the ball without securing the catch. He was thinking about those rack yards instead of making the catch first and then taking off.
20. Zebra.
3rd down, a shot here for Dalton. He'll rifle this one deep right side. And incomplete. He can't hang on. Would have been a nice catch. Instead, it brings up a 4th down. Here's Brandon Fields now as he'll kick it away for the 2nd time. And he gets it away, and it's a laser headed for the sidelines. And no return possible here as they angle this one out of bounds. So out now come the Jets. And they'll just simply be looking to build off the confidence of the last time out where they scored a touchdown.
Man, confidence is powerful, isn't it? When you've scored once, you feel like you can go back out there and get it done again. Doesn't matter what the defense throws at them. They feel like they're in a groove right now, and they want to get out there and show it.
Yeah, hoping to stay in that groove here this go-around. Give him a couple on the carry there. 2nd and 8.
That's a good play by the guys on the defensive side of the ball. Held them to a gain of 2. And that changes the playbook a little bit now for the guy calling plays. 2nd and 8.
And, the ball's out. Forte loses it. And they will take over at the 29-yard line. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And with this deficit, you can't have too many more drives like the last drive where you had to punt it away.
You know what I would tell my offense right here? The punter doesn't exist, guys. He doesn't even exist. He's not a team anymore. I just cut him, all right? So you've got to go out and create some offense for us here and give us some points. No way does that guy get on the field on this drive.
Poor punter.
Yeah, it wasn't his fault. But, hey, listen, if something got to be captured.
And he's going to be taken down. Pressure gets there back at the 39-yard line. Well, there was 2nd long. Now it's 3rd and even longer. They're going in the wrong direction here.
Because they're moving them exactly the way they want to, but you're exactly right. Definitely going in the wrong direction for the offensive guys.
He'll rifle this one deep right side. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect. Back now here on EA Sports. It's the Bengals. They've got the football, but they trail here as we get rolling in quarter number 4. Here's Brandon Fields now as he's on to punt for Cincinnati. He's averaging just under 50 yards a punt as he gets this away. And not what he was hoping for there, as this will hit in the end zone for a touchback. And New York set to take the field. And last drive, obviously not what you're looking for. You've got the lead. You got to protect the football.
So in other words, someone got lucky because they've been moving the ball really well and wearing them down. In this case, though, giving up the football doesn't make them very happy. They can't wait to get back out there and atone for it.
Yeah, try to atone for it here on this drive. And in this situation with the lead 4th quarter, they're liking keeping the ball on the ground, I'm sure.
That's just smart football, but, you know, the defense has to know it as well. They've got to stop them here. So now we're going to see that loading the box in a big way. 6, 7, 8, 9, whatever it's going to take, puts a little bit more pressure on your big offensive line.
5 yards on the carry there, and it leaves them with 3rd and about 6 yards to go.
And there's a run to be happy with. Good, solid yardage. You'll take that anytime you hand the ball to a back.
3 down.
On 3rd down, Osweiler. And he's got his man on the out route. And he's going to have the 1st down yardage as he's down at about the 30-yard line.
And that pickup of a 1st down, that's going to leave a mark because they really needed to stop them there, didn't they?
Oh, so frustrating. Defensively, you're a play away from getting that football back here down late. Tough.
Now they've got to find a way to create a turnover or takeaway. Otherwise, this one will probably get away from them. But it was stopped on that play. We had plenty of carries all afternoon. Every now and then the defense is going to win one, but I don't think they'll shy away from handing it to them the rest of the game.
They stay on the ground. Forte again. And he'll scratch out only about a yard up to the 32. Tackle made by Perry Riley.
Well, so many times we look at a short run and we praise the offense for trying to set the tempo and establish things. But the defensive guys, hey, they just won the battle there. It wasn't a big run given up. They don't always have to absorb the body blow. Sometimes.
That's caught inside the 20. It's a big play there for the Jets on 3rd. 54 yards. So after that big play, let's see if they can catch their defense maybe on their heels.
We got 3. We got 3.
Here we go.
We got
3-19. 3-19.
From the red zone now, here's Osweiler on 1st down. And this will be incomplete.
Let's give some credit to the defensive guys on that play. Able to bat that one away. Sure looked like they were trying to hit the corner route.
Let's pick it up. It's our time, guys.
They go back to the ground attack here. It's Forte. And this play gets blown up. They'll lose yardage. Back at the 17. He lost 2 there, and it's 3rd down. 9th play of the drive coming up, and certainly not an easy one on 3rd and long. To throw is Osweiler. His throw caught at about the 5. And he's in. Touchdown, Jets. Vance McDonald, a 16-yard touchdown. And the Jets are going to add on to their lead. And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead. Now Captain Zero after the touchdown to kick it away. And that'll carry over the back line of the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. And they're coming off a 3-and-out, my friend.
I think they've got to look at that play sheet and go to a spot that they haven't gone before. Time to shake things up a little bit to try and get this offense moving.
Okay, so how do you do that? How do you shake things up?
You look at what you've called before, realize it hasn't worked
Go to
so
something
well,
else.
and maybe try and find one of those special plays from one of your better players, and maybe try and hit something big and get things going in the excitement area.
Offense looking to avoid a 3rd and long. It's 2nd and 10. They come out 5 wide, 3 of them to the right side. Another look for Dalton on 2nd and 10. And this time he's got the hook up. It's complete. And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line.
One of the selling points of the in route is it gives the quarterback a really nice sight line to his receiver, and almost on a direct shot, able to throw the ball into the middle of the field and have a great chance of success as they did on that play.
He'll rifle this one deep right side, and he knocks the ball away, and it falls incomplete.
I like the boldness, and I like that they took a shot downfield, but it was well covered. He's able to get a hand in and knock it away.
One receiver left, 3 to the right. Passing again, Dalton on 2nd and 10. And incomplete there. A nice hit, jars the ball free and brings up 3rd down. Offense trying to avoid stalling out, facing a 3rd and 10. And again, Andy Dalton to throw. Oh, the ball comes out on the hit, but they'll say it's incomplete.
3rd down is a down. Both sides know they absolutely have to win. And the name of the game for the defense is pressure on the quarterback. But pressure on the quarterback with contact, that's how you end up winning it.
Passing, it's Dalton. And he finds a man on a crossing route. Call it an even 20 yards on the pickup. And on 4th and long, somehow they're able to keep the drive going. And the offense moving quickly to the line. Now Dalton. And a big loss here as he's taken down. Sheldon Richardson able to get in and run him down for a loss of 14.
Nice play, baby, nice play.
2nd down, Dalton. No, he doesn't have it. Maybe some alligator arms there going over the middle. 3rd down. 9th play of the drive now on 3rd and a country mile.
Dagger!
3rd and long. What will Dalton dial up? Looking deep downfield. And incomplete. The contact made the ball roam free and brings up 4th down.
Sure, that pass was incomplete as they made an attempt to get a big one downfield. But that's okay because the second part of that is if you don't get the completion, at least you've told the defense you're trying to stretch them out a little bit, and they may have to change accordingly.
Big 4th down here. It's Dalton. And he'll lay out and pull it in. What a diving catch there.
Tight right. 4 down. Check.
And on the ground they go with a running back. And he'll lose yardage here, going down back at the 28. That's going to go as a loss of a yard, and it'll be 2nd down.
Yeah, let me puff out my chest a little bit, even though I'm not rooting for either team. But that was a really nice defensive play. It's awfully fun to watch, even in an offensive game.
They'll only get a couple up to about the 30.
Well, I think we know by now that every run is not going to be broken and get all the way to the end zone. But these short ones still have their value. You can still set up your play action and throw the football. You control the clock because you have the ball and they don't. And often the physicality sets the tempo for the game.
Watch the pass. Here we go.
Third down, here's Forte. And the broken tackle helps lead to a first down gain. They pick up 12 on the play there, and they move the chains. So they pick up the first down after the run, and now they approach for the fresh set.
Well, I'd say that run's pretty emblematic of what we've seen all day long. No matter what they've done on offense, this offensive line has controlled the line of scrimmage, given them time to throw it, run it, do whatever they wanted. That's why there are points up on the board. And right now, the psyche of the offense, we're in control, and we can do whatever we feel like doing out here on the field.
Time for a break. We'll come back and see this one out after this. And the offense moving in the wrong direction here now as they face a 2nd and 12. And they'll try the ground game here with the running back. And he takes this up right near the 45-yard line. It'll be a gain of 5, and it's going to bring up a 3rd and about 7 left.
On a 2nd and long, it's really nice to see an offense that has enough confidence to run the football in that situation. I think that goes back to their practice and game planning. They've seen things that they've seen on tape and in previous games that led them.
And now the Bengal defense here calling a timeout. It's just their first. They've got 2 more to use here in the final stages. .46 on his first kick. This one in that neighborhood as well. And this is going to carry well into the end zone for a touchback. Cincinnati now ready to take the field. They're down big here late. I don't know. You just one last drive here for pride?
Some people like to do that. I remember playing for a guy once. We were down huge, and someone said, "Coach, what do you want to call?" He just waved a hand like, "Who cares? Let's get out of here and do something some other time." But some teams like to do something at the end to feel a little bit better as they continue to move forward.
Yeah, probably just want to put this one behind them. Firing quickly here, and that's complete. The completion good for 3, and it's 2nd down. Completed pass play. Now let's see if they go back to the air or to the ground. And they're going to speed things up here. Dalton throwing on 2nd down. Quick hitter here. It's complete. And he'll bring it up here to right at the 40-yard line. And I know it's hard in live action, but you've got to keep your hands away from the face. That's a 15-yard penalty.
You work on it all the time, making sure your target area is lower and trying to keep your hands away from the face mask so you don't get the big penalty.
They go play action here on 1st down. He's going to let it fly. He couldn't quite hold it. Got hit. Ball pops out. Incomplete. 2nd down following the incompletion.
And you just know when that play call came in, their eyes lit up because anytime you get a chance to take a big shot downfield, that's a lot of fun, and they missed an opportunity.
Now a desperation throw deep, and his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Marcus Gilchrist, and he's going to return it to the 21-yard line. Now the Jets offense gets ready to head back on the field. They're out in front. Last time they had to punt it away. We'll see if they can add to their lead now.
They don't want to go out and punt it away again. This team now wants to get a cushion, put people away. They want to run their offense and have it end up in the end zone.
It's a loss of 4 there, bringing up 2nd down.
You don't want that. You don't want that.
Now they'll run it on the toss. Oh, he's got a little daylight. And he'll get to the 29-yard line, brought down there. That one good for 12 yards. And that'll lead here to a 3rd down.
Look, the 1st down marker is out there, but sometimes it's hard to find for an offense when they're in a long yardage situation, which usually means throw the football. In this case, they went against the tendency and ran it. And, boy, the reward was there. A big, big pickup. And guess what?